This right there. There's a complete 10 source research report, structured arguments in text, citations, formatted exactly the way my professor wanted it. I generated that in a few seconds. No paid subscription, no credit card, no VPN trick, just a free tool most Indian students have never heard of. And I'll show you exactly how to use it in few minutes. The amazing part, I spent 3 weeks manually compiling source for my final semester project. When this exited the whole time, 3 weeks for something that now takes under a minute. I spent about a month testing over 20 AI tools specifically for the Indian student workflow. Assignment, exam, prep, presentation, applications, the full thing. I filtered out everything that required a credit card upfront, everything that broke after 5 free uses, and everything that was just a ChatGPT paper with a subscription price left on it. What's left is just 7 tools, some free, some paid, and I tell you which paid ones are actually worth your money and which one are completely waste on a student budget. One more thing, the third tool on this list, the one almost nobody in the Indian student space actually talks about is the best one for daily use. I am saving it until after I set the context because the context genuinely matters here. Here's how the most students currently use AI. They open ChatGPT, they type something like write an essay on the importance of renewable energy. They get something generic that sounds exactly like the other 40 AI generated assignment their professor already received that week. And this part took me embarrassingly long to figure out. By the way, like genuinely embarrassing. I kept wondering why my AI outputs felt that and obvious even when I was putting effort in. I'm talking 2 full months of using these tools wrong before I understood what I was actually happening. The problem The problem isn't the AI, the problem is the workflow. Most students are using tools designed for corporate professional, long prompts, formal tone setting, templates built for marketing teams. When what a student actually needs is a completely different setup. You are writing a 2000 word economics assignment, you got 2 other deadlines that week. You are working off a phone half the time because your hostel Wi-Fi goes down the moment you open a laptop. The tools that actually work for that situation are not the ones being featured in videos made for people with MacBook Pros and 5000 monthly software budget. And the third tool, the one most people commonly overlook, is actually the best one for exactly that situation. More on that shortly. First tool, Perplexity AI. Perplexity AI free, no credit card, no waitlist right now. This is actually, let me show you output first, then I explain what is doing. You see that every claim is cited, clickable, source, academic papers, news, coverage, official government data, pulled and referred automatically for any assignment. Where you need to show this is doing in a few seconds what you used to take for minutes of browser tabs and copy pasting. I'll be straight with you. I expected Perplexity to be mediocre. I almost left it out of this list because I tried it once about 6 months ago and wasn't impressed. Then I tested it again 3 weeks ago and the difference was significant. The source quality improved. It now pulls from a proper research database, not just random blogs. The free tier gets you unlimited research with decent source quality. Perplexity Pro around 1700 per month gives you ChatGPT 4o and Claude inside the same interfaces. I tell you in the honest take whether that upgrade is actually worth it for a student. Okay, so that's the research layer sorted. What I'm about to show you now is the part nobody actually talks about, how you connect these tools into a real workflow. This is where the actual time saving happens. Here's the access. Take this tool free, works on phone. Start with perfectly for any research or fact finding 90 seconds. You got a source summary with clickable links. Take that output, copy it, paste it into the Notion AI free plan. Notion AI doesn't write your assignment for you. What it does is take your raw notes and restructure them into a clean outline in one click. You dump everything in it. Your perplexity output, your own lecture notes, any textbook points you highlighted, and it organizes. Then you write from the structure your words, your arguments, your grade. The third tool, Otter AI. Otter AI free plans gives you 300 minutes of transaction per month. If you've been sitting in a two-hour lecture trying to take a notes and actually observe what's being said at the time, just stop. There's generally no reason to do that anymore. Record the lecture, outer transaction sheet, export the text, and you have fully searchable document of everything your professor said. If you are in college where the professor switches between Hindi and English mid a sentence, Otter AI handles that surprisingly well. Not perfectly, but well enough that you are catching around 90% of what was said, and then 10% you miss is usually a filter. I generated 12 test transcription across 3 different lecture styles, one engineering lecture in technical English, one commerce class in mixed Hindi English, one one in a humanities seminar. 10 of the 12 were usable without segmentation editing, 2 were usable because of the background noise. That's the real result. Otter AI. After everything up to the point I tell you about a minute, which of these I actually recommend to a friend who's just getting started and which one I tell them to skip completely. The tool almost nobody in the Indian market space talks about is Wolfram Alpha, free for standard use. Why would anyone pay 1700 a month for Perplexity Pro when Wolfman Alpha solves complex engineering and maths problems step by step for free and show every line of working for STEAM students specifically? I genuinely don't know why this isn't the first recommendation in every AI tools video. It should be. Here's the thing though, Wolfram isn't intuitive when you first open it. When I tried it first time, I thought it was broken. It isn't actually. Let me show you the exact input format first, because that's where everyone goes wrong. Wolfram Alpha AI. You don't type latex, you don't type code, you type plain language. Integrate Xcode from 0 to 5, done. Full working shown. Every step extendable in your own words. My actual take for any student in engineering, physics, economics or data science in India, Wolfram Alpha free is more valuable than a ChatGPT Plus subscription. Not because ChatGPT is bad, it isn't, but for calculation heavier, Wolfram doesn't hallucinate the maths. ChatGPT sometimes does. When your assignment grade depends on the working being correct, that's different matters. Now for real talk, there's who should actually pay for something on this list. If you are in your final year working on a research heavy thesis, Perplexity Pro at 1700 per month is worth considering for 2 to 3 months. That's less than what most students spend on printing and binding alone during submission season. Here's who should not pay for anything right now. First and second year students genuinely don't spend a single rupee on AI tools yet. The free version of Perplexity, Notion, Otter and Wolfram Alpha will handle everything you need. I tested this across 6 different assignments. Type over 3 weeks. The free stack works. Grammarly Premium around 83 per month on the around Android student plan. I'll be direct about this. The free version catches basic spelling and grammar errors. Premium catches tone problems, sentence clarity issue, and restriction suggestion. If you are writing internship applications, emails to professors, scholarship essay, pay for it. If you are just proofreading lab reports, the free version is completely fine. Don't upsell yourself. The one thing I keep even through is in this video, ChatGPT Plus at 1800 per month. Most of it what is offers over the free version you're already getting for perfectly. If you got that route, don't pay for both. If you are a student applying for internship right now, here's exactly what I tell you. Grammarly free for your resume, perfectly free for your complete research before interviews, Notion free for tracking your application. There is no subscription until you actually land something. If you want to see the exact prompt structure I used to get perfect and Notion working together on a full assignment, the complete workflow start to finish under 15 minutes, that video is right here.